15 years Lee been on, fought side by side with the Americans in the mountains and deltas of Vietnam. In 75 Saigon fell and he left his command and brought his family to the promised land. Seabrook, Texas, and the small towns in the Gulf of Mexico. And it was Delta country, and it reminded him of home. He worked as a machinist, put his money away, and bought a shrimp boat with his cousin. Together they harvested Galveston Bay. In the morning, before the sun come up, he kissed his sleeping daughter and steer out through the channel, cast his nets into the water. Billy started for with Charlie Company in the highlands of Quang Tri. And it was... He was wounded in the Battle of July and shipped home in 68. They remarried and worked the Gulf fishing grounds, and both had been his fathers. In the morning he kissed his sleeping son and cast his nets into the water. Billy sat in front of his TV as the sound fell and the communists rolled into Saigon. He and his friends watched as the refugees came, settled on the same streets and worked the coast he grew up on. Soon in the bars around the harbor it was talk of America for Americans. Someone said, you want 'em out, you gotta burn 'em out, and brought in the Texas clan. One humid Texas night there were 3 shadows on the harbor, come to burn the Vietnamese boats into the sea. Well, in the fire's light, shots rang out, and 2 Texans lay dead on the ground. Lee stood with a pistol in his hand. Well, the jury acquitted him in self-defense, as before the judge he did stand. But as he walked down the courthouse steps, Billy said, my friend, you're a dead man. One late summer night, Lee used to watch along the waterside. Billy stood in the shadows, his K-bar knife in his hand, and the moon slipped behind the clouds. Lee lit a cigarette, and the bay was still as glad As he walked by, Billy stuck his knife into his pocket. He took a breath and let him pass. In the early darkness, Billy rose up, went into the kitchen for a drink of water. He kissed his sleeping wife, headed into the channel, and cast his nets into the water of Galveston Bay.